Welcome back, race fans. It's Ninth Gear Broadcasting, and it's Luke joined up inside the booth alongside Kevin as always. Kevin, how we doing this afternoon?
Man, I'm doing great, Luke. Ready for the triple header as always, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too. We are back out here with the Roughneck Racing Series out here, and we are in the Underdog Series this race out here. And it's in the Gen 6 cars out here, Kevin. These cars are a lot of fun, and they're gridding around out here and pacing.
Yeah, pacing around out here. Just looking at the grid, how about that qualifying lap for Kenny McCullough as he's going to start on the pole out here. Austin Green's going to be on his outside. That second row is going to be Evan Carlbin and Josh McCullough. Sterling Tice and Hunter Hastings. Dylan Grayson and Kyle Lawver. Chris McCullough and Axel Smith. Miles Bagley and Tyler Vickery. Cameron Craighead and Chris Ramsey. James Wagner and Mark Vondell. And running at your 17-car field is going to be John Darnell.
Yeah, it's a strong field out here tonight, Kevin, for the first race. Well, what do you think about these Gen 6 cars?
I'm a fan. I think they make good runs, and to be honest with you, Luke, I don't know much about them because I get them mixed up with every other car we use. So I'll let you know what I think of them after the race.
Yeah, fair enough. We're getting ready to go green out here. The pace car is going to be making his way in here in just a minute. We're getting ready to kick this thing off out here. It's going to be Kenny McCullough with the charge for the first time tonight. There's the lamp. We are green out here for the first time at Daytona. Boy, you got to love these night races, Kevin.
Absolutely. Going green out here, and Kenny McCullough goes up to the top. Then green following.
We're for a good 35 lapper out here. Inside lines looking to get some speed together. A little slow off the restart.
Yeah, inside line, led by the 78 car out here, just trying to get anything they can get going. Evan Carlbin, Hunter Hastings, those two working the bottom, but right now it seems like McCullough and Austin Green have it figured out up top.
That outside line really seems to be working well out here off this start. Making it around out there. It's the start of lap 2. Austin Green giving some good pushes there to Kenny McCullough in first place. The back end's a little spread out back there, we saw.
Thinking about dropping in, but he's going to stay up on the high side, actually.
Couple transfers being made back there near the back. It's Jack's car. On that second line, pretty tight up there through turns 3 and 4. And unfortunate, Kenny Reel, you going to be out there for any of the other races tonight?
Sorry, I was trying to get the side suck off him.
I'm quieter than all hell, and I don't know what my problem is, because I think it's me.
Do you?
Do I sound quiet to you?
Not really, but I'll turn you up. There you go. Should be good now.
I think I just turned myself off.
Okay. All right.
Too much?
There you go. We're good. We're good. I balanced.
Right.
I balanced. We're chilling.
Kenny McCullough is still leading this thing around, pushed by Austin Green and Josh McCullough as well on that top side.
Comes down low a little bit there, maybe getting some side draft off that inside line. They're almost 3 clear. They are 3 clear up there on the high side. As soon as I say that, though, that inside line's getting some speed.
Yeah, inside line. I mean, they're not losing them. They've just been stuck there about 3 car lengths back. It seems like Kenny McCullough and Austin Green have it figured out. But right as I say that, they lose a little bit more speed, and Sterling Tice is going to clear, and they're going to be clear by 4 on that high side.
Boy, oh boy. That outside line really making things work out here. Approaching almost 4 cars clear, but the inside line's cut it back down to 3, almost 2 now. They're getting a bit together out here going through, getting ready to go through the tri-oval.
Yeah, I mean, it's early out here. I don't think that inside line is too concerned about, you know, pushing it super hard this early, with us only being a handful of laps into this thing.
Kenny McCullough thinking about dropping down, maybe. That inside line's really getting things together now.
Yeah, noticing
Josh
the,
thinking about splitting. He's thinking about it, running that second line tight along with the others.
Here comes Carlbin.
He was thinking about it there, Kevin. He was thinking about it.
Yeah, Luke, noticing both of us are reading on the grid or on the tower because we're a couple of idiots, so.
That we are. Sitting right about where we usually do in these kind of races, though, if I'm being completely honest. So it's not completely unexpected from us to be in these places.
No.
We see a little 3-wide situation going on back there. We see the Gatorade car getting split.
Outside line just roaring around. So much speed, so much momentum. Seems like they are the line to be beat right now.
Yeah, but a couple guys thinking about splitting here. You got to wonder, are they going to have enough speed to, yep, there it is, make the transfer on the inside line? A couple of the guys settling in on the lead of the inside line. Now you got to wonder, is that going to change up the momentum a little bit? 45, with Christopher McCullough now leading. And boy, I think it might, Kevin. They're making a good run already. Making up some speed. You going to be racing any more tonight, Kenny, in any of the other races? Or are you just missing this one?
Oh, look, you just asked him the same thing twice.
That I did. he knows what I'm implying, though.
Yep. How about all three McCulloughs running in the top 4 right now?
Yeah, look at that. Not a bad spot for them to be. Oh!
Ooh,
Contact
the
between the inside line and the second.
Oh!
He's low below the apron. They're 3 wide now.
He's back up, goes back down.
Ooh, a
Chris,
very
I'm just trying to
dangerous
push it
situation
down.
there.
Sorry.
Christopher
Yeah.
McCullough now going to settle
Unfortunate.
way back to the back.
Yeah, super unfortunate for Chris McCullough, but I think he's going to be able to stay in the draft here.
It seems to be that same statement as per usual out here. That's outside line. Still keeping the momentum going, but still very early on in this race still. Oh, damn. Reading the chat right now, John Darnell had a technical difficulty and his screens froze up and he just smacked the wall. He is hoping that he didn't hit anybody else. Seeing as how we're still green, I don't think he did take anybody else out, but we can go back and take a look at what it looked like at least real quick. We are still green, though, out here, keep in mind. And it might be a little further back than I originally thought. So we're going to jump back live out here. It doesn't even read on my my tower here, so I don't know what that was for these.
I think McCullough's still leading this thing around, and I wouldn't touch that inside line with a 10-foot pole if I was Kenny or even Austin Green, because it seems like they're getting up there and then just not having enough speed. Which it could be, you know, early race things. The 97's not riding too tight on that inside line. It could just be a matter of the outside line pushing harder. But for now, Luke, I mean, it seems like that outside line has the dominance.
It sure seems that way, Kevin. And Kenny McCullough right now still just leading this thing right now, but it's a close one now between the inside and the second line. That inside line's caught up, and
Yeah,
they're now in
they're
contention.
there. 87 of Austin Green is putting it through the back of Kenny McCullough. Oh, and they're getting shaky.
Oh, boy.
And just like that, the outside line's going to have a little bit more speed. Kenny's going to drop down low, though. Give Austin Green some air, and then come right back up. Lap 12 out here. Seen a lot of hard racing so far, but right now it's Kenny McCullough and Evan Carlbin fighting front row.
See the 44 very tight on the back of the 78 up there. Giving him some speed, and there he goes. The 78 of Evan Carlbin's going to make the transfer up there to the high side.
Yeah, he's done with that inside line, and that's really going to kill some speed. It's going to leave Hunter Hastings down there with Axel Smith. Luke, I just realized my trading paints isn't on, so if I've said any of the numbers wrong, that's on me. Because you just referred to Hastings as the 44, and I was confused because I'm reading the 19.
Ah, I see. Yeah, maybe some custom numbers out here on these paint schemes.
Clear by 5 is that top side, though, and Kenny McCullough has led a vast majority of these laps, and he seems to be in a good position. We are still a pit stop away from the end of this thing, Luke, so I don't think these guys are racing each other too hard quite yet.
No, not yet. With 21 laps to go this time by, I mean, do we have an idea when this fuel window is going to be opening up?
I'm not sure. I know a way I could figure it out, but I don't know how it'd work out. I was gonna just hop on the track and check, but
Just
I don't.
go
I don't
ahead
think
and
I
I'm going to walk you through how to do this. Click spacebar, info.
Yeah, but does that say the fuel window?
It'll say the fuel percentage.
Well, yeah. I have no clue.
How to calculate that?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I was asking you. Perfect. So
Well,
I imagine it's got to be here before too long, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I can check online on current cars that they run because it's updated every week.
Yeah.
But with this not being the current car they run, I have no idea.
Well, we'll get there when she gets there for the pits, I do suppose. So,
Yep.
Kenny McCullough's still leading this thing on the outside line, but the 44 and the 97
Ooh.
with some speed on the inside.
McCullough
Kenny's going to
drops
drop.
in. Yeah, and he's gonna throw that block and get a good push from Hunter Hastings, and then go back up.
Boy, and that's got to be pretty
Get another
frustrating
good
down there to the
push.
inside line.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm sure it's a good sign for them that they're starting to get some speed. You know, they're starting to get
Yeah.
the pushes from Axel Smith. It's starting to come together. It's not clear by 6 like we were seeing earlier.
Yeah, they got it figured out, but definitely not competitive with that second line, that's for sure. They are really running things well.
Single file racing, right as I say that inside line got the momentum again. We're back to some single file four deep, all the way from Kenny to Josh McCullough. Little stack up there towards the back. So we're about halfway through this thing.
Kenny McCullough. Still been your race leader out here. He's led just about every lap, I want to say. Ooh. Lap gets a little squirrely back there. It's going to be another one of those good old situations we love. Pulling up your track map out here, you see them approaching the number 99 of John Darnell. He's going to be at risk of going another lap down now.
Thank you, John.
Evan Carlton going to break the
Yep.
silence in the chat. Ooh.
What the
Seems
hell?
they also got a little bit loose onto the inside line there and
Kinda
caused
Oh,
some
they're gonna
bumping, and
split
now they're
Kenny.
3 wide.
I got bumped.
Kenny, your longtime race leader, getting
Oh.
split. A little bit more bumping going around. Everyone's trying to push around here. Josh gonna link with him, and he's in the wall.
Oh.
Kenny McCullough's hard in the
Line
wall,
up
bumps
an
down
offense.
into the inside line, and everyone's loose on the inside.
Oh, good. I didn't even get no.
Oh, caution
Yellow's
flies.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, big incident there.
Reading a lot of guys off the track. Not many I don't think I read a single one crashing right now, but we're gonna go back and take a look at that one. As we saw it happening. We saw it developing. We saw Kenny McCullough get split, and it just it looked scary all the way from there, to be honest.
Kenny McCullough hard into it. We saw Wagner catch a stray there at the end of it.
Watching we'll go back just a little bit. Watch the far chase of Kenny. So this is after the split. Split happens, getting into the exit of turn 2. 87 kind of comes down to try to link with Kenny, but oof, maybe just an awkward push. Ooh, the 30 getting the worst of that one, it seems. James Wagner getting the worst of that.
Anybody want to claim that? Lucky I'll go top.
I think whoever was around me is probably going to have to take a look at it before they can claim it.
Are we allowed to do
Go
that?
ahead and take a look at the onboard of Joshua McCullough here, maybe, and see if that helps put this together.
James, are we allowed to look at it before we claim it?
Yeah, if you
I mean, I'll be honest, it's tough to say.
You can
Just watching that back there on the cockpit view there, Kevin. I mean, the push by Joshua on the second line, it's not bad on the exit. I mean, you can see there he's just a little low when he gives Kenny the push. I think Kenny was going a little high, and it just caused a bit of a stack up.
Yeah.
Causes that little pile up there on the outside. The 30 of James Wagner definitely getting the worst of that. Everyone else seems to have sorted out pretty well. We're seeing the pits going on right now, Kevin. The pits are cycling, and everyone's on their way in or on their way out. As it stands, though,
Yeah,
Hunter Hastings leading.
That's going to kill the chance for a green-white or a green flag pit stop, and a little disappointing. I like the strategy, but
appreciate that. And
what that
also,
does
you
mean is
know,
when
her
these guys go
PM's
green
great.
again, we're going to see some
Hey,
serious
folks, it's
racing.
not-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard you.
Unfortunate, the McCullers are going to get into each other.
Hey, Josh, you have the pit?
I won't lie, Luke, I didn't get a read on it. I was kind of zoned out when Wagner was talking about it. Did we get an EOL for anybody?
Before the caution, sorry about that push.
I didn't hear anything just yet.
Oh yeah, you're good. No worry. I was trying to line up to you, and I kind of doored Hunter. I was trying to see where Kenny was going because I didn't know if he was gonna just stay up or if he was gonna block low, or it was just a miss for a second.
Some insight there from
Yeah, no, I was just gonna push. I was just trying to line it up,
fellas.
and then I missed the line right at the last second.
Yeah, and like Kenny Real said in the chat, it seems like right when they started really racing, it's when things got chaotic. Be a little shocked some of the drivers were, but gonna be going green this time by. It's gonna be a Hunter Hastings, Axel Smith front row. Followed by Bagley and Vickery.
Pacing around out here. The light's off the pace car, and we're getting ready to go green out here this next time by. Going to be 12 laps to go. These cars didn't work green.
Yeah, going green. I'll answer that question here in a second, Nathan, but Hunter Hastings and Axel Smith on the restart. It seems to be side by side. Finally, the inside line seems to have some speed. With only 12 to go, I think it's time they're going to start racing each other.
Yeah, we're going to see the splits being made. That
Oh,
third line
3
already
wide.
developing out of the turn.
Yeah, the 11 car of Craighead going around Vickery on the outside. He'll take it. Shit, give me Hastings, Smith, Carlton, Bagley, and I don't want to do the top 5 running order, but give me Austin Green. He was looking fast.
Not bad. I'm going to take, let's see.
Kyle, I need you pushing me, dude.
I'm going to go Carlton Hastings. I'm going to go Josh Kenny and Axel Smith.
No, I'm checking right now. But okay, there is a fast repair, so Josh and Kenny, I was gonna say that might be a risky take if there wasn't, but there's a fast repair in this Underdog series.
They're sitting in the back right now, but we know they're no strangers to making those crazy transfers when these laps dwindle away.
Yeah, and seems like it's a lot of single file right now as everybody's kind of shifted up into that top side.
Well, 3 wide situation going on in the back, though.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of contact between
Craighead and Josh, I think.
Yeah. A couple cars below the yellow there. They're going to file back in and back to 2 wide we go.
Yeah, and Miles Bagley leading this thing around. Hunter Hastings pushing him. Top 6 payout here, Luke. That's what Wagner said at the beginning of this thing. So looking for a top 6 finish if you're a driver out here. We're in single digits on the laps. Wagner trying to make that inside work any way he can. And it's not slow. Austin Green, I said earlier, he knows how to push, and he is pushing. Trying to do what he can to get them towards the front. And here comes James Wagner, and here comes Austin Green. And that inside line soaring through. Eight to go out here, and how about James Wagner into the lead? He's going to rotate up in front of Bagley and leave the door open now to Austin Green. Fire Edit 67 with definitely a hot take on the top 5.
You said how many?
Putting his... What?
You said how many?
Top 5.
You said how many hot takes?
James,
It's a Fire Edits with a hot take.
Oh, I thought you said some hot takes.
Oh, no.
I was like, jeez.
I don't know what I said, Luke. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too, Kevin. Long day.
No. But that outside line, getting it going again. As Hunter Hastings has really started to put the work into the back bumper of Miles Bagley. That inside line looking for some momentum again through the turns. Austin Green giving some good pushes to Wagner, and they're back towards the front. This time by is going to be 5 to go.
Let's go time out here, Kevin. These guys are going to be pushing their foot through the floor. We're 3 wide out here, getting ready to go through turns 1 and 2. Oh, boy.
Oh, 3 wide. Heavy 3 wide. Vickery trying to hang on to the top side.
Oh, we see Kenny sideways! He's sliding down below the apron.
Sliding across the track. We're going to stay green. It's just going to be him.
And oh, no.
A rough finish to his night that started off so promising. These guys have shuffled around now. Inside line led by Tyler Vickery, but that outside line is soaring. Bagley, Hastings, Axel Smith, Evan Carlbin now back up into the mix.
Tyler Vickery now being kind of left a little bit.
Yeah, that inside line, it's a...
Clear by 7.
Whew.
Couple guys going down low.
Yeah, the 17 car of Sterling Tice gonna try the low side. A mere 4 to go out here.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Oh,
hard wreck.
shit, we're wrecking.
Caution flies, and the whole back half of the field seems to be collected in that one, led by Tyler Vickery. Wow, we're gonna have to go back and see because that was a big wreck.
That it was, Kevin. Going back here, we know it started around Tyler Vickery's. Let's go back and see what happened there. Ooh.
Just keep going, Darnell.
Yeah,
Look
Vickery
at all
just
up top.
on that sandwich line of the 3 wide gets a little bit squirrely, and the 15 car of Chris Ramsey collected up into it.
Yeah,
And then,
I
I
think
mean,
that-
there was about 4 more cars behind them that couldn't avoid it. Mark Vondell into it hard.
59
Hard
almost
beat.
gets around it, but gets hooked there at the end. But he escapes it barely. Going back there, though. I do want to watch the onboard of Vickery here. Let's see if maybe we get some more
Maybe
ideas to
don't
what happened. Getting bumped around a little bit. Causes quite the number to get taken down. A lot of the
Yeah,
guys
and
in the
that's
pits
gonna-
right now.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting thing because now Miles Bagley's leading this thing, but it's racking him back up, whereas that outside line had soared by, and it was single file racing. Maybe a green white checkered. I'm looking, and it seems like we have. Is it in the info, Luke? Talk me through this. Where do you see the?
Just literally click open your screen, press your spacebar on iRacing, and it'll say there on
Yeah.
the top left. You see where it says GWC.
Oh, 101.
101.
Okay,
Yep,
I
so
got
we
you.
got one on the afternoon. Bear with us, everybody.
Thank you.
Kevin, you want to make you want to make the exciting announcement?
Well, my vacation is over. After 90 days of just missing iRacing every single night, thinking about it, I'm back.
Kevin is back, ladies and gentlemen, and we might be seeing a little bit more out here from Ninth Gear Racing out here, especially from maybe from us two on some series that we don't broadcast. Maybe we'll see out here.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Potentially.
Depending on how the Ninth Gear funding goes.
If anybody wants to coach us,
Yeah.
definitely open to it.
Oh yeah.
Let's just say I had some fun in a practice session. Firehead at 67. Had a lot of fun in a practice session.
Quite a bit.
I'm going to be going green this time by. Your top 5 reads Bagley, Hastings, Smith, Carbon, and Chris McCullough. John Darnell's picked his lap back up. He's back on the lead lap for the first time in a good majority of laps. After some technical issues.
Yeah, and he's looking to. You got to imagine a fire's got to be lit under his ass a little bit, Kevin. He's going to be a little fired up out here. He's going to be probably trying to make some crazy transfers. But, and a green-white checkered starting in 17th, what can you do out here? We're going to see what he can do to take advantage of being back on the lead lap. Getting ready to go green out here for the final time tonight. What we see is what we get. As always, we are on a schedule out here, and we're going to be running this thing. Going down the back stretch here, we're going to be getting ready to go green after these next 2 turns out here. Miles Bagley and Hunter Hastings leading this thing on their respective
All right,
lines.
guys, we're just going to look at that one at the end of the night.
You're there from the man himself saying they're going to review that wreck there at the end tonight after all this.
Good luck, drivers.
Out of turn 4. Pacing around for the last time of the evening here in race number 1 of 3. Miles Bagley's going to have the command on the restart. Hunter Hastings going to be on his outside. They're running it out no matter what. Pace car's in.
Waiting for the light to come on. They're going through the restart. There it is. We're green. Flag's waving. How about a jump from Miles Bagley out here on the inside?
Yeah, choosing to stay down for now in front of Axel Smith, but he's going to rotate up to the second line and give a lot of draft there to Hunter Hastings, who's going to give him a nice push. Carlbin to follow, but that inside line's not giving up yet. Axel Smith just not finding enough speed so far. That outside line's clear by 2.5.
And it seems like the struggle's
wide.
been on that inside line for the whole afternoon out here, Kevin, and it might continue to be the issue out here going into the last lap. So we're approaching a white flag this time by, if they can make it.
Miles Bagley pushed around by Hunter Hastings.
There it is.
Evans Carlbin.
We saw some
And
bumping
Kenny
going
McCullough
around.
back towards the front.
Yeah, and we saw some bumping going around in the back there. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Oh, and as soon as you mention Kenny, they're wrecking like shit behind him.
yeah, and that's going to leave a door open for Hastings and Bagley. Wagner's trying to catch onto their draft and make something happen, but
Oh,
there's a
boy.
good gap between them.
It might be a drag race for the finish.
It very well could be. But here comes a big run from Wagner.
Oh, here they
The
come.
11 car
Shot out of a
Craighead,
cannon.
and
They're making
coming.
a move. Oh, they're bumping a little
Punched out of
bit.
the way,
That's going to
Hastings.
strand Hastings.
This is Daytona. The finish is coming soon. What's Wagner going to do? He goes high, but it's going to be Miles Bagley winning this thing.
What a win out here for him.
Actually, you gotta start making these bad blocks, dude.
Bumping around and having a good time as always there for the end of this one. And what an exciting win out there for Miles
Kenny's just not
Bagley.
clear.
No, was not
You
clear.
see the
Sorry,
celebration
Wagner.
fireworks out here.
Thought I had more room.
Miles Bagley opting to skip the burnout session. But we get a nice view of those fireworks as always out here as the unofficial results roll through. It's going to be Miles Bagley with your win. James Wagner in second place. Cameron Craighead in third. Hunter Hastings in fourth. Axel Smith in fifth. And Christopher McCullough in sixth to round off your money line. And a good finish out here for most of the guys out here. But a little bit of heartbreak there for Kenny there at the end. I can't lie. I was pretty excited to see him back in the top bunch there on that last lap.
Yeah, and you heard him taking the blame. He knew it was not clear there in front of Wagner, and I'm sure he'll be back
Top three
in the
today
races
if
to
you're in.
come.
You don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Great finish for Wagner.
Kenny, I'm not sure if you're still in here. I'm not sure if that's on me or what happened there, but I'll go back and look at it at the end of the night.
Definitely ain't on you.
No, definitely not on you. That was
We got
on me.
our third place finish in here in the waiting room. We want to go and get our interviews rolling.
Are we doing anything for bad blocks, or are we just leaving that to keep
Yep.
happening?
Give me 1 second.
But that was a hell of a race, guys. It was a good race.
Hearing the final thoughts from the drivers out here in the game chat.
Yeah, just letting everyone roll in. Hey, Cameron, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Sure.
Hey, man, how about that race? Definitely an interesting dynamic. It seems like that top line had all the momentum throughout the entire night. And then everything changed there on the last lap when the wrecking started. You and Wagner had a huge run, and you're able to get into a podium spot. You want to talk us through that one?
Yeah, after that wreck, I was just wanted to survive, get some points. There's a long season, and I don't usually come out here and win, so I just wanted to be consistent. I squeezed past that wreck on the wall, luckily, and I just pushed Wagner up there, and we're able to get home in third.
Yeah, and I gotta ask, they're across the front stretch and coming out of turn 4. Did you expect Wagner to try to make a move there on Miles, or was it always going to be 2 and 3 for you guys?
No, I didn't figure. There's a lot of teammates out here, and so I expected everybody just to line up.
I got you. Well, we appreciate you coming by and talking to us about it. I don't know if you'll be running the next race or the race after that one, but if you do, I wish you luck and congratulations. Anyone you'd like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Shout out to my parents, my support system, friends, family, all you guys in the booth for making a great broadcast every week. Uh, uh, James Wagner for putting up all the races, and that's about it.
Absolutely. Congratulations once again, Cameron.
Thank you.
That was Cameron Craighead getting a P3 finish out here. Next, I want to talk to your second place finisher, James Wagner.
Yeah, the man himself. Bring him on in.
Hey, James, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, that was definitely an interesting race. It seemed like all night that top line was where the speed was, and then on that last lap, everything changed when Kenny came down and caused an incident, and then it was just a race. It was a chase, really. You and Cameron trying to get up there to the front, and you're able to secure second. You want to talk us through that last restart?
Nah, I was just focusing going to the front. I don't know. I'm speechless right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I also got to ask, I just asked Cameron the same thing, but was there ever any thought of trying to make a move there on Bagley out of four? It seemed like you guys were about 5-10 miles per hour faster.
Yeah, I thought about it, and then I'd rather stay safe and get second. I'd rather have the win, but you know how it is.
Absolutely. Weighed your risk and was able to still get a podium finish out here and take home some money. Congratulations on that. And we hope to see you in the next two races. I know you'll be present. Hope to maybe even talk to you again, but congratulations on success tonight. You'd like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Yeah, y'all for the broadcast. 760 paints. Oh, Heath there. He puts good paint jobs on our cars. My father, my mother, girlfriend, my sons, and can't forget Wagner's Welding. So, and just everybody that makes it possible, and all these drivers that show up to race. Without them, we can't do this. So
Yeah.
it takes everybody. It takes everybody. It takes broadcast, race control, sponsors, and drivers. So just want to thank everybody.
Absolutely. And we appreciate you for putting these on. Definitely leading the charge out here with these great Friday night series. And congratulations on the success so far, James.
Yep. And one more thing, and my teammates. I mean, they all know who they are. Without them, just I don't know. I've always laid back in all these races in the past month. They've been like, you need to get your ass up to the front. We need you up here. So past couple races, I've been trying to dig at it. So, but
Absolutely.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
I'm
We
on.
appreciate it.
Yep. See.
That was James Wagner getting a second place finish out here. I don't see Miles, but definitely a couple good interviews from the guys that made a charge there at the end, Luke.
Yeah, we'll wait a minute or so here and see if he shows up out here. But either way, I mean, it was a very exciting race out here, Kevin. I'm always loving these Daytona races, especially in the nighttime setting. This track is gorgeous with those night lights on.
Yeah, absolutely. And next up, we're going to be going to Kansas in the trucks, which I know a lot about Kansas from a watching perspective, but I won't lie, I've never raced much Kansas.
Yeah, me neither, Kevin. I'm pretty much in the same boat. It'll be one of those bridges we cross when we get there, I suppose. But now with you back in the driver's seat, maybe a little more incentive for us to run some tracks like these to get a feel for them, maybe.
Maybe. We'll
Maybe.
see.
We'll see. But not reading Bagley in here for an interview is still. Do you have an idea when this next race is going on out here? How long do we have until that?
Now I think. I'm pretty sure they just roll from one right into the next.
Well, if that's the case, we're going to go ahead and get this stream reset and on over to that one, I suppose. We'll save all of our closing statements as always here for the final race, but that sure was one hell of a little dog race, Kevin. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that'll about do it for us on this
Underdog.
one. I'm scheduling the broadcast for the second one. Whenever we go up, hope to see you guys over there because I'm excited for some more racing at Kansas. So